But shit, it is what it is.
Yeah! Yeah! What up, brother? What's happening with you?
LSU, we gotta deal with this shit. We still gotta deal with this shit some more.
Don't come here with the purple and yellow.
Hey,
Wait, what's up, bro?
we just I got your hat, bro.
Love.
My
We
nigga
just
gonna come here with the
talked
purple and
about
yellow,
it.
bro.
Yeah!
Come on, man.
Love, bro.
Yeah!
Come on, bro.
Man, do y'all feel like winners?
No, I don't feel like a winner.
Do y'all feel like a winner?
I feel like somebody gave him a free t-shirt.
Man, y'all got all this 504 around you. You gotta feel like a champion, man. Golly.
Yeah. Man, that's little motherfucking Wayne. That nigga eat whatever he wants to. That's cool, bro. We appreciate you fucking with this nigga.
I appreciate y'all patience, man. For real.
Yeah, man.
Bro, you know, shoot, we've been texting about this for a year.
I know.
I remember one night, man, I was at the crib just listening to Wayne's song,
Yeah.
taking pictures of my iPad like a groupie.
Crazy.
I was like, man, this joint go.
But
You forget how many songs it is, though.
I got
My game, my whole game came from it. My whole game came. No ceilings got me so much coochie.
I bet
I know Ceilings got you booty, though.
Because when the world think
Hey,
about a girl, I'm like,
Hey, yo, brother, wow, bro.
You like Gunna.
but no ceilings got me so much coochie back in the day. I'm like,
Only you would have sex to No Ceilings.
yeah. I hit him to anything. My beat, all you gotta do is get one beat, one little stroke.
I can't listen to this. What we talking about?
Man, bro.
Hold up, limitless. Niggas to me, got pinning it. I fought the head to witness it. Get my people feeling militant. Way I'm feeling, get me up. On the mission, get me up. Knowing me, I got the key. On the vision, I can trust. Limitless. Niggas to me, got pinning it. I fought the head to witness it. Get my people feeling militant. Way I'm feeling, get me up. On the mission, get me up. Knowing me, I got the key.
First off, man, welcome to the Pivot.
Thanks for having me, man.
For me, being from where I'm from, man, you the soundtrack to my life.
Love, brother.
You know what I mean? So I started back in the day, you know what I mean? I was with BG and them Drive, It's All On You, Soldier Rags, to Block is High, Guerrilla Warfare, all of it.
All of it.
All of it, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? And so I just appreciate
I haven't heard those two words in so long, man. Guerrilla warfare. I'm so sorry to stop. I just haven't heard that in so long. Man, say guerrilla warfare. Man.
You know what I mean? So just for me, man, and just what it means to be for where we're from, for you to make it to where you've made it, you know, if we're gonna mention the Louis Armstrongs and Fats Dominoes, Lil Wayne is at the top of the list of greats that ever came from our city, our state, and to me, in the world. So this is truly an honor. Freddie T, Chan, they both went to Florida. They're a little sad right now after what happened in the national championship.
Yeah, I ain't want to say too much about it, but you know.
Nah, you gonna put on the LSU shit, huh?
I don't know what it is, man.
Nigga, you put that shit on purpose. Nigga, don't lie.
Wayne, man, you came right in and you were talking about kids being different or you moving out at 14. You just recently received the Global Impact Award. And in your speech, you know, we all know her as Miss Sita, you said your mom came to you, bro, at 14 and said she needed a baby. What was that type of conversation like, especially after losing your pops, man?
Being from New Orleans, man, we got a different understanding with just period. We have a different understanding with each other. You have to thank God I was blessed with the opportunity to go out and see. You have to go out and see to know how different we are. And it still hit me every day. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. I was watching TV yesterday and a Popeyes commercial came on, right? I'm 40. It's my first time not knowing that everybody didn't do this. So on the commercial, dude got the money on, you know, pent on him. The dude come on, he say in New Orleans, strangers put money on you for your birthday. It don't make sense, but I was like, wait. So I had to ask my engineer, like, y'all don't. He's like, nah, I'm looking at it now. I'm like, why you got that money? I was like, y'all don't put money on you for y'all.
Y'all do that, right?
What's that?
Exactly.
For our birthdays,
somebody
come and say they'll pin a 20 on you,
No.
and so they hope that other people come pin money on
that
you.
no one
Right,
else
no,
don't
they
do
don't do
that.
that.
So it's exactly
Right.
So you know what I mean, we have a different understanding. So my mama asked me, it was no more. It wasn't nothing as It's like asking me to run to the store. I know what she was going through. We had just signed a national deal and went on the first tour. Tour used to, when I would tell her we're going on tour, that used to mean like I'm going for 2 weekends. And literally coming back during the week and going, when I told her this time when we signed, I don't think I came back for like 3 months straight. And she was like, if this about to be what you about to be going through and about to be doing, I need to talk to you. And we had that talk and I was like, it's nothing, let's do it.
Cause you was signed at like 11 or 12.
Yeah.
What's the money? How does the money run when a 12-year-old was getting millions?
I wasn't getting millions at 12.
Or 100,000 niggas. You was making more money than most 12-year-olds.
My first check, I tell everybody the same thing because it's the truth. My first check, I went and got a Pathfinder. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can't drive though.
My mom was making me go to the store for way before I was supposed to be going to the store for her.
Yeah.
You know, she was tired. she worked hard. Yeah. My first big check though, I just gave it straight to her. You know, like I gave it straight to my mom, and the first thing she did was gave it straight back. And like, you know what I mean? I was like, I know, you know, this check got 3 digits. You know what I mean? Got 3 digits before the other 3 digits. Like, we ain't never seen that in our lives.
Right.
I like, what you mean you don't need this? You know, and she was like, bro, that's yours. You made that. You know, and just that right goes to show you how we are. You know what I mean? So just that right there, that was, I mean, that right there just taught me how to be with money right there, that moment, right? That taught me that it doesn't mean nothing. You know what I mean? Because I thought she was it was 2 checks. I'll never forget it. It was 2 checks. I thought she was gonna take both of them and be like, yeah, all right, I'm about to get this. We're gonna get this. I said, yeah, boy. And literally gave him right back. Like, what you mean? And then she like, they're yours. You made that. I'm like, you don't need nothing out of this? And she was like, I don't need nothing. I was like, I'm gonna go buy. I want to build you a house. And she took like the least she can take to build the house. Yeah. But that taught me from that moment that, you know, it's just paper. Don't mean too much, yeah.
What's crazy is you just sat over there and said you 40, bro. You said, that shit is crazy to me because like, even when I was in college, you was a teenager, obviously. You had just got started, but I was always a fan. I hear you from, Patterson.
Yeah,
he put us on to y'all music back then. But even just growing up early years in the NFL, just always a fan. Followed you, the Hot Boy, you know, the whole crew. In that journey, right to now, what are some of the things that you miss the most?
It's always the obvious. It's just the bros. Yeah, you know, miss the people that ain't around no more. You know what I mean? Though you can't get those times back.
Right.
You could retry, we could do it again, we could do it better. But you can't get those times back. So that's about it.
Right.
I mean, missing the people that can't be around. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Different way, in a real way.
Right.
Miss those people. Miss those moments like that. Then those moments that you know that you don't know why you never forget. Miss those moments, like, you know, like some of the small things, like why I keep remembering this, why I keep remembering that this dude always said this. But, you know what I mean? Little things like that, you don't get that back, so.
We were riding in the car, we were in Austin, it was me, Freddie T, our producer, and one of the guys that films with us was riding, and I put on Soldier Rags, Who's the Mother? You know what I mean? And I was like, hey man, like this song back when I was in high school, I saw him explaining it to him.
Yeah.
And he had never heard the song because, you know, they got on it with 400 Degrees, all that, right?
Yeah.
And so I was explaining it to him and he said, when Cash Money made it, did it feel like the whole hood made it or all of New Orleans made it? And I told him, not really. I said, because they were already stars to us. You know, I said, whereas the rest of the world was playing Jay-Z or Biggie and all that, like we played the homies. You know, it was, while Wayne was gonna play, it started with UNLV, then it moved to y'all, right? We was gonna play P, like that's who we were.
I try to
but when y'all finally make it, like you say, you know, you signed that deal at 14, but it took 98, 99 for it to really get popping. When you guys finally became nationwide and worldwide superstars, what was that feeling like for y'all?
Goes back to what you're saying. First of all, they were already, you know, even though I'm 40, you already know they were Cash. They were already up and run. They was already the shit.
Yep.
When I wanted I wanted Baby autograph, let alone to be on the team. You know what I mean? So So when I got with him, first of all, as a kid, you gotta remember I was a kid. I was literally, as a kid, every day for me was fucking Astroworld. You know, like it shit was, they don't know that, you know what I mean? But you know, it was regular to them and they were just sitting around in the office all day, literally not doing nothing. The phone ringing there, calling, playing with, literally talking to whoever fan that's calling the office number. That was the highlight of the day. I'm enjoying every bit of it. You know what I mean? It's Disneyland to me. I'm around real rappers. I really rap when I go back to school with my other 11-year-old friends.
Right.
That's how Khaled know me. Cause I used to have to go in the Odyssey store cause they put our faces on the first album cover. So I used to have to, my 11-year-old friends didn't believe me. So cause their parents wouldn't let them get my album anyway. We cussing. So they, you know, so I gotta go prove it to them and show them my name on the back of that motherfucking shit. So going through all that shit. So when we got the deal and became, my mind was already blown. It really ain't, it was like the money. It was no different. It was no, only, I had goals, put it like that, before. I didn't have those type of things. I had goals then, you know, like, okay, now we here. You know, now we here. I wanna really, and that's where all that, that's where all the best, that's where all that come from. You know what I mean? At first, it was cool. It was cool being the best in New Orleans. It was cool being the best of the crew. Cool being the best of whoever we. But then when we got that deal, I had females I wanted to talk to. You know, like I never thought I'd meet. You know, like how you doing?
I'm here now.
When did you know that you was special? Everybody know you special, icon, all that stuff. When did you really know you was special?
Thank God, first of all. But my grandma wake me up at like 10, 11 p.m. when I have school the next day. I'm like 7 or 8 years old. And she waking me up and I gotta come up, I gotta go in the living room and I gotta perform. And I'm not about to go up there and do nothing. I've been practicing at school with some play. We working on Wizard of Oz. You know, she want me to do that in the daytime just for her, because she want me to work on it. But when she come wake me up at 9, 10 p.m., I gotta, they drank the cups sitting around there.
Constant.
And the friends are her age, and I gotta go up there and I gotta sing songs that they enjoy. And I gotta do the dance moves that they know. And I'm only 7, 8 years old, and that's when I would always go lay back down after that whole event, you know, and I'm walking back to my room, shotgun house, they don't know about that. Walking back
Front door to back though.
Walking back to the back. And I could hear them, you know, they laughing. I could hear one or two of them say, girl, that boy, I know he's stunning. You could hear something. When I would always lay my head back down, I would always know that. And I always compared myself to my friend. I would always know ain't none of my friends doing this right now. Them niggas getting good sleep right now. Good sleep. And that's what, that type of thing will let me know you're a little different, man.
If I go back, right, and looking at your career, like you were always trending this way to be a superstar. But it seems to me that after Hurricane Katrina, when you relocated, you guys came down to Miami, and just the resources that y'all tapped into, everything went this way.
Yeah.
Was that moment after Katrina, post-Katrina, was that your biggest pivot? And then did you feel a necessary or extra desire to carry the city of New Orleans on your back to let them know we all gonna, you know, make this turn?
I came from, I hit Miami before. It was before Katrina. Okay. And I felt that way.
All right, bet.
I felt that way, like, you know what, I'm gonna carry New Orleans. And also Miami was a world to me when I got out there. We went out there literally, me and my homies. We went out there, that was when Stunner first started letting me do shows by myself. Meaning, you know, you could go out and do shows with your homies, because you're popping now. So, you know what I mean? So we went out there and somebody booked us for Memorial Weekend. And there was he was a new promoter as well. So he didn't know too much. He had booked us without booking the hotel to the last minute. So when it came down to in the hotel room, so he was like, I don't want to lose this bread, because I already know these shows are gonna pop off. So he took it upon himself to buy a condo, to lease a condo for a month, you know, but just for us for the 2 days, y'all come down here just for y'all for 2 days. We had so much fun on our own. Our first, now we would always we did shows by ourselves, but be like South Carolina and stuff like that. We ain't never know Miami. That was the first time doing Miami by ourselves, and he had a condo decked out for it. We fell in love with it. I took over the lease called my mama right there. Called my mama like, I don't think I'm coming home. And she was like, what's the address? I'm gonna send you clothes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cause you already know she was like, I don't want y'all here in New Orleans anyway.
Right.
So she was like, what's the address? I sent you clothes. And I think I stayed in Miami from that point for like 20 years. And when, I had a few run-ins when I first got there, I was young, so, they can get out of the city.
Right.
If you ain't out here with baby,
sure. Yeah.
you ain't out here with your pops, okay.
Right.
You done grew up, huh? Okay. They want to be up out of there, but they didn't understood that, man, little homie ain't trying to do nothing but smile and fuck a few hoes, make a few dollars,
It's funny you say that with Baby, and I heard you before give him all that love, but you had to break off at some point. You got in so young that you had the OGs, kind of grooming you up. What's that feeling to become the man, to become the dude, like you saying, where you can say, I'm gonna stay in Miami, and that's your decision?
I know, because I was there. You need to explain to people, or even can you explain to him who Baby and Slim were to us? You know what I mean? It's like y'all saw them as dudes that ran like a music label.
I could make it better for you. When we first, we would go out, not only that, they saw us as a whole, outside of, for lack of, never flawed, they always respect, they knew exactly what it was. But outside, when we went out, man, we was a clown show. Oh yeah, that was one thing, that was something and that's also a part of our history that we don't, because we don't speak on it, but that never gets spoke on. But, when we first came out, we was, us the guys from New Orleans with the long shirts, the long shirts and the Reeboks, and to New York and LA, they look Reeboks. You know what I mean? They looking at like what? Them long ass shirts, them big ass jeans, them bandanas, and y'all got every different color bandana. You know what I mean? So they really not understand. So imagine that today. Imagine that's what I just said. Imagine that today. We'll be looking like, what the hell y'all doing? What you banging?
Right.
Oh, Lord, they got camouflage, right? They saying they soldiers, Lord.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now they real, we was, what? If we ain't about to, until Juvie say, back that ass up, till that song come on, they ain't want to hear nothing about nothing. Ain't y'all the guy? We was looked at as the New Orleans 2 Live Crew.
Really?
Oh yeah, we was Luke.
What were those conversations like amongst y'all though? Because the one thing cats in New Orleans don't want to do is feel played.
It's feel played.
Like that's the,
yeah.
I have that conversation multiple times with them.
Yeah.
I be like, bro, like I'm cool, I'm chill, just don't play me.
Fournette called, I get FaceTime by Leonard Fournette. Shout out Fournette. I get that man FaceTime me at least twice a week just from feeling played. He didn't want to feel played.
Yeah.
Say, bro, I tell these dudes.
Right. Yeah, so like what was those conversations like amongst y'all? Because y'all knew y'all had the skill.
Yeah.
Y'all understood that.
That's what it was. It was just, trusting Baby and Slim, trusting their vision, and them knowing that they're gonna put us in like coaches, knowing they're gonna put us in the right position. We just gotta hit the shot. And we was so motivated, like, that chip on your shoulder, that whatever, whether, how the Chiefs are, whether we got the Warriors, whether we really got a chip or not, that we had one, because we already knew for a fact that, okay. And then, we had to perform. What I mean by that is, when we on stage performing, they literally looking at us like, man, get to the song that we know.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so we had to make that, and it was awesome to do so. And it all happened genuinely, happened organically, for each and every one of us.
Being where you are now and being strategic and the artists you have under you and all, did they make any mistakes back then?
Talking about my artists?
Talking about Baby.
Talking about Baby and Slim. When now, if you were Lil Wayne's
gotcha,
manager, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you were, did you see any missteps now that you look back?
You know what I be telling my dude? I be like, man, now that I'm in charge of the things I'm in charge of, I kind of look at it like it was impossible to do what they did. For just two guys. You know what I mean? Like, man, I deal with, man, what? Man, I be about to bite somebody's head off behind a hotel room. You know what I mean? Like, man, we rode down there 50, 60 deep everywhere we went. And they were in charge. You know what I mean? So that when I sit and think about what it's always, that's how I stop thinking about it. Because it's too much to think of. Like, man, what the hell? They was doing way too, because I know I'm doing too much. So they was doing. So that's how I always think about it when I think about what they did. So I can't even imagine if whatever mistake they made, I'm sure they wiped it up and erased it and cleaned it. You know what I mean?
Figured it out.
Yeah.
I am doing my best to be like the cordial host here, because I really just want to tell them, hey man, can y'all just listen to me and Wayne talk about stuff that I want to ask him, that I've been wanting to ask him since 1999.
And
But for you, man, you were like the young cat that rap, right? The cat that didn't curse. You know what I'm saying? Like when you finally came out, he's like, I don't curse, but in this verse, I was like, oh man. You cursing now.
What?
Like that was like a.
So you know you come from our, so you already know. Yeah, that was so big for me. What?
What went into that thought process of saying, okay, we on this song, we're gonna put this part of the song. This is gonna be the chorus.
Stunner used to like when I say fuck. He used to like Stunner and Slim. They had that. They always had a Tupac image of me. So you know what I mean. It was always something that if it was gonna be something from his cloth. You know what I mean? Pac was that fuck the world, you know what I mean? And they used to like Stunner used to like when I say it. You know what I mean? I think I used to say it a lot or something. So he was like, he was like, I think you need to make that a song. You know what I mean? That fuck the world. And I was like, boy,
yeah.
You sure? You wanna call my mom and ask her? Yeah. Like,
right.
That's when I said, well, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just go ahead and do it the right. If I don't curse, and fuck the way. But I was so young that was the hook.
Yep.
And I said I don't curse, but in this verse.
Yeah. Right.
That was the hook. It's not the verse, Dwayne, but it's okay.
And we already knew, but when it was, Squad Up or Dedication or The Drought, you almost became two people, right? There was mixtape Weezy, and then there was Weezy that every now and then we be like, okay, it's cool that you go make an album so other people could buy it, but we want you to be back here.
Yeah.
And then you learned how to do it all the time. Mm-hmm. What was that transition like to go from, you know what, I don't need to make, every song doesn't have to sound, because think about like our music, it was like a mixture of like bounce and then Lil Trigger Man, and then y'all brought it in and y'all were really rapping and,
real shit,
and y'all mixed it all.
Yeah.
How did you make the transition to be like, nah, I could rap like New York cats, and then Atlanta had come on, or LA. How'd you make that transition to say, I'm here with them?
Simple. First of all, wanting to be respected and still trying to get that whole, you sudden niggas just shake that ass music, trying to get that. I had that chip on my shoulder. Way more than my bros did. And you didn't give two fucks about that shit. BG ain't, I didn't get two fucks about it. Me, I love Jay-Z. I don't want these niggas to walk past me. You know what I mean? So shit, so whenever I got a moment, shout out my man Raj Smooth, his parents would teach piano lessons downstairs, but they would let us use their basement. He nigga rigged the studio up in his basement, and I would go there after the real studio sessions, meaning after the Hot Boy studio session, Cash Money. That was like school. Yeah. You know what I mean? That was like school. To this day, I have never seen nobody record or just approach it the way we approached it. I mean, when we went to the studio, man, we had song titles ready. There was subjects, and it was real situation that happened in the streets that day or that week. They're gonna sit down and tell us that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then you put the song together. Like, it was really, and then Wayne, this is yours. This is your solo song, Wayne. This is yours. They got the beat ready. They got the idea. Like, I don't see nobody. Like, we go now. I don't go now like that. I mean, shit, I go like the new. Like, niggas go now, we just go in that bitch. Let's just go hit that bitch out, we figure it out.
Yeah. Man, you talk about the mixtapes, man. What happened? Because that's when I fell in love with you. But bro, just listen from a young nigga mind. You see one song, like you see all the songs, you see all the music, and then you wait for Wayne to get on that beat. Because I know you about to come get him. And you take that person's song and kill him on it every time they drop it.
I don't be trying to, but that's what that answer, you can say, how was I able to make the transition from those type of raps from our shit to just trying to do mixtapes. I know for a fact I ain't about to get on this bitch. You don't want to hear no New Orleans shit on this hot ass song. That's a fucking song that's hot for the whole world. So I'm gonna attack it the way you attacked it. But if I'm gonna do that, I gotta do it better than you. Yeah. I gotta do it better than you. At least I gotta do it to where it's gonna be. It could stand next to you on a feature. You know what I mean? And so that's where that comes from.
Can you please do that again?
Please. We do this all the time.
I'm saying, give me a no ceilings 11.
No, what happened was the times changed. So what happened is, back then I could do that, and nowadays if I do that. The times have changed so much to where nothing is official as far as like, you don't drop official album. They don't do that. So now we ended up, what happened is, as soon as we put that out, you know, you know how drama might be ready to drop, drama might drop, you know how he gonna put a whole event, it's gonna go down. As soon as it drop, those artists are calling out people like, hey, we want that to be a single. Yeah, like, and they want.
Because the music drops differently now.
Yeah, cause they don't, you know, we don't need no date. They about to pull that off, pay how much you want to pay for it. Boom, that's the original new verse. Ain't no such thing as a remix no more. So that's all it really is. But if that's their new single. We about to shoot a video and everything. And that's what takes the allure of what I was doing with that away from it. You know what I mean? Because now I'm approaching it knowing that this might be a single, so I ain't gonna really just rap it the whole way you did it, like I would do those mixtapes.
You mentioned Jay-Z, and it made me think about the Karate Kid, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Miyagi and Daniel-san, the student got to become the teacher. Yeah. Then I started thinking about when Kobe won that mic, and when AI won that mic. I know one year you said the best rapper alive since the best rapper retired. Was that your way of paying homage to Jay? Or did you always feel like you was the best rapper even before he retired?
No, that was me paying homage. All my friends, anyone, Baby, Slim, anybody could tell you to Lil Wayne, Jay. That's all that, you know what I mean? Stun ain't wanna hear that shit. He ain't disliking me. It was just that I'm too much on. I'm too, you know, when a nigga just too much. Goddamn, nigga. You know what I mean? Santa Claus ain't real, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, I was that nigga right around. Well, Christmas today. You know what I mean? But shit, that nigga was, to me, he was the way he put words together and by being real.
Right.
Also, I like to go organic and natural reason, meaning I don't like to know the reason.
Right.
For a lot of things. You know what I mean? Because I feel like whatever the reason is, it's what's happening. Right. And so I never knew why I attracted to Slam like that, because I like Biggie, love Biggie.
Right.
You know what I mean? Love Jay the Kiss, love all that shit, but Jay.
I know they say he never wrote. He don't write. He don't write nothing. Did that inspire you? Because were you always that way?
When I heard it, the moment I heard it, I stopped. You can ask him, boy. The moment I heard that nigga Jay-Z don't write no more.
Right, just like that.
We went in the studio, in Raj Smooth's studio, and we did 10,000 bars, and that was the last time I rapped anything off of a paper.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, that's dope. You used to talk about, you know, you don't really want to know the reasons. But in Going Till November, you know, a journey of Rikers Island, you're just penning your thoughts, you know, and it was said, like, even there, it wasn't like you didn't want to rap in front of people, but you said that there was the beauty in that people couldn't take away, that no one could take away your creativity. You know, when you are there, man, and you're writing in your notebook, which eventually becomes a book to sell, what were those moments like? Because that's 242 days, dog, when you were the best rapper in the world.
Thank you.
Right? You were at the height of everything you had ever worked for, and now you walk in there. What was that time like, and what made you start writing your thoughts down like that? Especially we're talking about a rapper that doesn't write anymore.
The writing my thoughts down, that right there, I think that was just plain and simple. I think that probably was recommended. Yeah, not to make it a book, just period, like as far as like a therapy escape type of thing. Like, you probably need to write your thoughts down since you don't write your. That's what it was. It was like, you know, like, man, since you don't write no damn raps, man, you probably just write your damn thoughts down. You know what I mean? It was like, cool, I'm gonna do that. That'd be something to do, something to look forward to. But the rapping, right, when I went, you know what I mean, now that I'm in, I used to call it I'm going to the studio. That's how I want to approach it differently, because I don't write no more, man. I don't write no more. So now I'm in there though, lock-in time, when it was like 10:30, some shit like that, I'm telling nigga, that's studio time. I'm going to the studio. I put my sheets up on my cell and everything. Okay. I'm going to the studio. I got beats, and because I'm going to actually write. So that's my idea of actually recording a song. Wow. So now, when I want to listen to music or whatever, I got the beat that I've already written this song. I got it written down already. So it's like listen to a song. That's an unheard song. Go in that motherfucker and just rap that bitch to the beat. Listen to it. If I don't like something, change it real quick. And those songs became songs, you know what I mean?
How was that like, bro? Like being in jail, doing that, like you saying, everything that you had to make happen. Yeah. And then everybody know the Drake song when you was in jail. You rapped the motherfucker over the phone. Yeah. So like doing that, but knowing, like seeing that you're this amazing talent, and you sitting here in the cell,
That
three
never-
hots in the cot.
Thank God my life is way too blessed for the reality that others deal with, that was literally around me dealing with for that reality to even hit me. And I'm living with y'all, living right there. We sleeping, we live in the same motherfucking prison. You know what I mean? So, but I'm too blessed, and I thank God every day, and like in there, out of there, cause I already know my situation. And niggas was getting out before me. You know what I mean? Niggas getting out before me. Niggas living better than me in there. But I already know, I'm just saying that the reality of that place never really set in like that.
How'd you do that? Because you actually wrote that you saw people's spirit get broke. You say, I saw people's spirit get broken at hellhole, and jail is something I wouldn't wish on nobody. So for you to say, for me, it wasn't that sort of experience, how did it feel to watch other people be broken by incarceration that way, though?
Being around Baby and them, fortunately, New Orleans, a lot of people did some time.
Yeah.
Stunning them did a lot of time. You know what I mean? The people that was around, my uncles, whoever they did a lot of time. So I was institutionalized already. Like, man, look how y'all jokes.
Yeah.
I'm just looking like, look at how y'all, this how y'all New York boys, this how y'all do y'all time.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they doing the same thing. They like, and they wondering like, man, how much time you did? Where you, man, I ain't never been in no jail. I just been around them niggas, man. And I've been around real niggas, man. Some real niggas who probably supposed to be in jail. Yeah, I mean, but and I was telling Peyton and Eli, one of the homies that was like my uncle, he was shot on his time. And when he was shot, you know how they used to let them clean the city up? He had to clean up around what the school they went to? Newman.
Yeah.
So they would have to clean up like around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning before the kids get there, because they prisoners, obviously. But they cleaned up the highway around the school or whatever. He said it was never a morning that he was out there that they cleaned up, and that was on their route when they had to go around Newman or whatever. That Archie, Cooper, Peyton, he said Eli was the baby crawling out there 5 in the morning.
Already working.
Out there. He said, and he was like, and you could hear, he said, all you could hear is, bitch, fuck. Like, what? He said, cussing them boys out.
Right.
What? Bitch, you dropped the bomb. And he said, but he was out there for Cooper. It was all about Cooper. They was out there for Cooper, though. Yeah.
Tim, we know you're big in sports, man, so I want to keep it right here, too, while we're here. And I know you love the GOATs. Tom, or you going to keep it at home and go with Peyton? Who's the best quarterback?
Tom Brady.
You ain't gonna keep it at the crib.
You mean like, is Peyton Manning?
The best quarterback that the NFL has ever seen, Tom Brady or your hometown Peyton Manning?
That's not even a question.
Say it fast, man.
I know he did say it fast. I just want to hear him say it. Because I like when you debate with Skip.
Yeah.
You know, I want to ask you how you find time to keep up with all these sports like that and still go and be the top dog at what you do. You know what I'm saying? To be able to go debate on some real shit, like you actually debate Skip like Shannon does. You know what I'm saying?
I love
so
sports,
with the Brady question, I want to ask you, because you could have been biased and said Peyton, because he's from the crib. So that's why I want to ask you.
And his brother would have loved if I said Peyton.
That's his brother, though?
Huh? That's his brother.
Yeah, them light-skinned dudes.
Yeah.
My man.
But nah, he definitely Peyton. What big head that Peyton?
So what separated two?
Rings.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't that hard.
Yeah,
seven of them things.
Yeah, man, plain and simple, man.
7 of them things. But I have one bone to pick with you. When I was in Pittsburgh, we played Green Bay in the Super Bowl. And that's the year you came out with green and yellow. Oh, well, you almost lost me, dog. There was a real touchy time between RC and Lil Wayne, bro.
Man, hold on, man. First of all, that was, if I ain't mistaken, wasn't that like, wasn't that they asked me, not the team, wasn't that like asked to do that, right? Yeah, like I was asked to do that.
Sometimes you can say no, Wayne.
Oh, no, I was not gonna say no I was gonna do it anyway. Yeah, but it was like, I just made sure, I had to hear with like, make sure Wiz know, boy, this ain't no this is all sports.
Right.
So, I don't need you coming back out of my head.
Hey.
You were like, shit, you making my shit hot.
You did, it was me, Ike Taylor, Mike Wallace. We was all hot. Hey, we was like, come on. I was like, man, they ain't got nobody from New Orleans on their team. You know what I mean? I was like, they don't have nobody from the city on their team. And he gonna make a song for them? But we was hot about that, boy.
How many things you say no to now as Lil Wayne at 40 years old?
As far as music?
Just opportunities and different things that you do. Like you talking about the pregame song and all. Like, do you tell people no a lot?
I don't. You know, I have to have someone like Gutter. I have to have someone like to let me know. I mean, to tell me. Someone like Karen, let me like, Wayne, you probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I know you want to. I know you just don't want to say no. You know, we probably shouldn't do this one. Or you probably should pass on that. But it's when it comes to music and opportunity. You know, again, I haven't worked a day in my damn life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I literally been doing this, I told you, since 7, 8 years old, and I signed at 11. And so I've never had a real job other than this, you know what I mean? So I've been living my dreams since, and I just been making sure that I maintain and keep it going. You know,
By the way, thank y'all for not making him say no to this. Cause hey, we was driving over here, I was bragging like hell in the backseat. I was like, shit, I was like, really? I could read the text messages to you. I hit him up. He said he gonna be here, and we doing it.
Look, I was like, nah, I said, shit, I was like, shit, the boys, they just gonna stop and get something to eat. They could be like, shit, ask them, cause I'll be about an hour too late. Shit, I was ready. I was already dressed. Them niggas that hit me up, they was supposed to leave the photo shoot and the video shoot at 8:30.
Yeah.
Niggas hit me at 10, talking about we leaving now. Man, what y'all shot, man? What y'all doing? Bro, you not even an artist, bro. What is you doing, man?
Before we even started, you know, talking about kids, you know, you've had some cool moments lately. Killer Cam, like you say, he called you, and I thought it was beautiful for you to say, you know, look, I'm gonna take a picture of Sin so Cross could have it. You know, it showed what type of father you were, but just also the type of man.
Yeah.
And that's something we enjoy talking about on this show. And Ray Janae always has your back. Yeah. And recently, it was probably like in January, she tweeted out, she was like, look, which is it's a testament to you, right? You're such a great rapper, respected so much. Anytime a new young cat comes out, he's now the next Wayne, or he raps like Wayne or whatever. And she was like, look, leave the marathon Wayne ran out of that. And I respect that. When you have this relationship with your kids, and we understand it, we play ball, we aren't where you are, but we just daddy, right? We just daddy to them. How much did, like you say, you tried to give your mom 2 checks, she didn't want them. You told your mama you're gonna stay in Miami, she sent your clothes. How much of that relationship has helped you be the father that you are now?
I didn't want to stop you when you said, when you said the part about not only a great father, but the man you are. Her. Because I have no father. You know what I mean? I lost my father early as he got killed, murked. And so in New Orleans, I probably knew him for a good 6, 7 years of my life before that happened. Other than that, my real pops, he walk around something that way. I'm sure he pissed because I go super hard, and I know he got friends that be like, nigga, you don't know that nigga? That nigga. Yeah, well, nigga. You know how you had to prove to my friend when I was 11 that, nigga, this is me on the album. I'm sure he got to prove, like, nigga, that's my son. But anyway, it's all her, though.
Yeah.
All her. Taught me how not to be that.
Really?
You know what I mean? Taught me how not the furthest from being the immigrant mother. You know what I mean? That was their thing. We're gonna teach this young boy how to be a man before anything.
We are in a time of judging a book by its cover, by the way it looks, by the way it sounds, by the way it moves around, right? And when you're a rapper and they're listening to your music, they're like, well, this person has to be this. And you've continually shown, not only just with your kids, but with the way you love on your folks around them, right? Like I see the day ones that are still here, or to have, Drake, who is famously not involved in the Grammys at any time, say, hey, I'm here, but I'm here for Wayne. To get that sort of respect, man, for the man that you are, how much does that mean to you?
The world and beyond. The world and beyond. I mean, that's what we do. That's what I do it for. It goes all the way back to the moment when I said that from that moment I knew the money, it's not for the money, you know what I mean? And it was for every single thing else other than that. It's for the love. It's for what you ask me, what do I miss? It's for those moments, and it's for showing not only the world, but showing anyone that I meet that hasn't met me, the man that I am. I'm so proud to do that. Like that, and it's all because of my mother and my grandmother. I'm like, that's what I'm like, that's their perfume, that's their fragrance they sprayed on me. I cannot wait. I love for you to, you know what I mean, a person that don't know me, for you to, oh my God, that's me. That's who I am, yeah.
You came up, like you say, cussing, and when we started hearing cuss words was through you. And then now, like, you live like a life, like how do you stay out of all the BS? Like, it don't be bad stuff about Wayne out there right now. I look back, I was doing research and trying to find
I work
something.
too much, man.
But with the kids, with the baby mamas, with the whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you're doing, like, it's just everything's solid.
The man I am when it comes to anyone, when it comes to people who I've dealt with, regardless, in any business, in any form of fashion, it goes back to the man I am, the person that my grandmother, first of all, who she raised me to be, the person that my mother keeps maintaining that I be. Other than that, I don't have a technique. I don't have a procedure. I don't have things that I don't do. You know what I mean? I don't have superstitions. I just live.
Hey, speaking of living, man, we're coming up on a year though where Robert Hubler passed. It was last July, and he essentially saved your life. And you've told the story before, and the relationship that you continue to keep with him. When you think back to that day, was it like '94?
Yeah.
When you think back to that day and what he did for you, man, I would just love for you to get an opportunity on this platform to just give him some praise, man, for not waiting on ambulance.
And first of all,
picking up a young cat, man.
Man, what? Man, first he was off duty. He was off duty, and so he said, he admitted, he was like, I was being nosy. He was like, I was off duty, but it came through came through his radio with dispatch or whatever, and he heard it was the spot. That's he felt like, man, that's my spot. You know what I mean? Like, I know everybody in that damn complex.
Uncle Bob.
Yeah, so he was like, who the hell done got shot over there? So that's why he even came over there. And when he got up there, I'm laying down. He was like, I see you laying down at the door. And I was like, I'm expecting to see 4 or 5 more bodies, because why they ain't picking you up? And that's when, that New Orleans, you gotta be, that New Orleans came out, and right there at the door, like, what the fuck you mean? He woke me up. See, really? If I was conking out, he woke my ass up. He woke me all the way up. I was always mess with him though, cause he got a bad, I think he had one bad leg or whatever. I think one of his legs was fucked. I always like, Uncle Bob, you be talking that shit. You just couldn't cross. You couldn't jump over my head. That's why you stop right there. I can't go no fucking more. What about that? He got me, picked me up. He did. He said that there. He told me something I never knew. He said, nah. He said, we said the ambulance was that, Wayne.
Really?
Yeah, I never knew that. He said the ambulance was there. He said he said they got this dumbass. Now that we all know we all know the rule, but he's like, they got the three tries. Whatever he said, they went through their 3 tries. They was done.
Really?
On God, I never knew that. That was me sitting down talking to him to find that out. Yeah, he was.
And so he scooped you after that.
Yeah, because he was like, he saw that I was, I guess I don't know if I had my eyes open or whatever, I was reacting, but I was clearly awake. I could hear him talking and shit. And so he must have, like, what you mean? He ain't dead. You know what I mean? So he brought me straight to the bus through the emergency room, through the waiting room.
Yeah.
I had everybody in the waiting room at my hospital room after they passed me up and shit. People, I don't know, just like a line. They was coming up, baby, just want to see if you made it.
That's New Orleans, though.
You already know.
Yeah.
He come through that with you like that in his hands. I ain't think you would. I'm just glad you. I'm glad you made it, bitch.
That had to change the hell out of you.
Huh?
That experience had to do something just.
It changed my whole family.
But internally in you, like.
It's the reason why we sitting here right now. Yeah.
To go from that moment, right, and just looking back on that, and then being able to look forward to September and to receive the BMI Icon Award. Have you had an opportunity to put that in perspective? Let's say an icon. Like, that's crazy, right?
I haven't had a moment to think about it, actually. I'm one of those guys when it comes to accolades and their rewards and with their awards and shit, I be feeling like you're way too late.
Right.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I feel like I've been
Right.
going harder than whoever you put that award in, whoever hand you put that award in. No disrespect to them, but it's all the respect that I got for myself, and it's me not disrespecting how great I am.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So when it comes to those things, you know, thank God, I appreciate it and shit. But you know, I'd be lying to you if I said that I sat and thought about it. You the first person that told me I thought you September. That's when my birthday is. I didn't know what we was talking about.
You still skating?
What you?
You still boarding?
Yeah.
Yeah. You boarded with Nigel yet?
I've skated with
For
Nigel
sure?
before. Yeah, Nigel Houston. Yeah.
Why you skateboard, man?
Man, I've
That's
been
not
skating.
smart.
That nigga say that's not smart.
It's just an extra risk on a money machine,
I
bro.
am not an athlete, boy. I can go on stage with the crutches. I can wheel myself up there, and as long as the mic work, we gonna kill that bitch.
But no, the skating thing, man.
I done did live full tours before every show. I gotta let them know. Hey yo, how y'all doing, Indiana? I just want to stop the show, let y'all know. At some point in this show, at some point, I will start bleeding over my left eye. Do not, I repeat, do not worry, don't panic. It's a skate scar, don't worry. All right, let's get it. Boom, that bitch gonna start sweating and bleeding. I got like 9 stitches. Yeah, this is what I do, man. I'm 4 surgeries deep.
It's fun.
Fun ain't the word, man. It's the escape part of it is unexplainable. You know what I mean? It's unexplainable. You know how you can watch someone escape and you see that's their escape. I've never, you know what I mean? It's so simple. You can't, you think about anything is impossible.
Yeah.
To think about anything else, once you kick that motherfucker and put your other foot on there, you're on 4 wheels. You try to think about anything else than what you in front of you and on the side of you, then you're gonna be behind you. Yeah, so you do that for a good 2-3 hours straight. Damn, what the hell I was mad about again? You know what I mean?
So the skate documentary, can you give us a little peep of that? What it's gonna be like?
The skate documentary, first of all, it's all about my skate team. You know what I mean? It's all about the skate team. It's me getting the opportunity. You know, because I skate, them giving me the opportunity. People, they're interested in the fact that I skate, but it's me. It's all about the team. It's gonna be all about the team, me introducing the world to my skate team. Them boys go hard. You know what I mean? I want them to be validated and want to start putting out their parts and all that. Just plain and simple, be validated. I don't want them to be just some skaters. They don't know who this is. Nah, this is our skate team. I don't want it to be quote unquote, oh, that's the dudes who skate for Wayne.
Wayne, right.
Nah. This the skate team. This their team. It's our team. It's how we rock. The documentary also gonna highlight why I love it so much. When did I start? Why did I, you know what I mean? How hard do I actually go? Things like that, which is funny, you know what I mean? The funny, like, I
remember when you started, bro.
I know you do, but nigga, but you know, like, the funny part be like, a nigga might, certain artists might be like, what you doing tonight? I'm going up to skate park. You know what I mean? Like, all right, cool, what up? I'm pulling up. Like, bet, pull up, give them the address, and they pull up. Everybody go 30, 45 minutes. They ready. They like, damn, that nigga ain't say what's up yet.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that nigga can't shake our hands, and that was it. He like, nah, that nigga, as soon as I skate my ass back up to probably drink a squig or what, first thing, damn, nigga, you really skate? Right. Like, yeah, what you thought we was gonna be doing, talking and chilling?
Yeah.
I'm mind motherfucker trying to break my neck, boy.
You know, you mentioned, you know, you do it for long enough, and it's kind of some of those things go away. Has that become a form of therapy for you, though? Just to get out there and release? Because I am, you know, I've learned to be creative in different ways. Like, I've tried to write before. Mm-hmm. The words don't necessarily come to me the way that words come to me when I'm speaking, right? And for you to be able to go into a studio, give a bar, have them play it back to you, give them 4 more, like that is a creativity level that feels like it wouldn't shut off. Are you able to shut some of those things off when you skate, or are you still having all those thoughts going through your mind while you're doing it?
I can try to, but it's, no. You can try it all you want. As soon as that, like I told, as soon as you, it's all about, man, where my left foot need to be. Like, man, where I need to, should I land low, should I land high, should I? It's all about that. And that's that. I've literally never met or done nothing else that have taken my focus like that. You know what I mean? I've been able to do everything and still think about what word rhyme with, you know what I mean? Not on the board.
You famously said that you told your homegirl Katie that you're gangsters and you're a gangster and gangsters don't ask questions and gangsters don't ask why. But I do have like just one last question about you, just a man. When you look at the music business for sure, it's very rare that someone reaches this elite, quote unquote, GOAT, great level, and they're able to bring a lot of people with them in that way, right? You know, like we've seen Jay-Z, and as he's gotten older, he's figured out how to do it. You know, there was a Kanye, and then there was a Rihanna, but young, he tried it. You know, he tried it with Bleak, and he tried it with Beans.
Oh, you definitely got to go through it. And
it's very difficult. That. You know, you've had, you know, whether it's Drake, Nicki, the people, you know, people with Young Money, now a skate team. You seem to become a real team type guy when you have an individually unique elite talent. What has made you so much about family instead of saying, you know what, I'm Wayne, I'm more talented than anybody. I could do this all by myself, make records the rest of my life, and be rich as hell and never have to bring anybody with me. But you've made a decision that it's gonna be about everybody getting it.
Ronald Williams and Brian Williams, who is Slim and Baby and Slim, no more, no less. You know what I mean? They real hustlers, you know what I mean? And they, you know, when I came back and told my mama that's who I want, you know, I'm gonna rap with Cash Money. You know, first thing, Cat, you talking about Brian, baby? She went to school with him. First thing she like, he home?
Right.
You know what I mean? She like, that boy out of jail? You know what I mean? She like, all I remember was he used to be too young with all them gold in his mouth and had too much money for to be going to Fauché.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and then all she remember was he went down the stretch. It's time. You know what I mean? And then she was like, but my Uncle Peanut she was like, but you know what? Ask his brother who his best friend was. And Slim would always say, Wayne, you know, your uncle would be the only nigga fuck with me in school. And see, you know, I'm hearing it from my mom. You don't believe your mom. You think she just talk. Peanut the only one, man. Ain't nobody even want to be with him.
Right.
But he kept her. He was like, nah, man, your uncle was the only nigga because Slim used to wear thick glasses or some shit. And so I guess niggas mess with him, whatever. My uncle was the nigga, I wish you would.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he respect that. So just the way I always would look at, literally, I would always look at them the same. Like it'd be a time where I'd look around and look at them like, why the hell? Like, why is not just the people that, you know, like, to me in my head, I'm like, the people that matter, the people that's doing, like, why we gotta have such and like them, and why they isn't really care about the such and such. So, and it was like, I always was, and why do they care about us? Like, I always, like, why in the hell he giving me a shot? I'm 11.
Right.
You know what I mean? I know for a fact, man, when all of us come together and everybody rap their verse, I'm seeing y'all reactions to Juvie verse and to BG, because they saying shit you can relate. I know for a fact I'm coming with this 11-year-old shit, trying my hardest though.
Right.
And you know what I mean? So, and you know how to make me feel just as welcome, just as good as, you know what I mean? Like with like a parent with a newborn. You know, a lot of kids, man.
Yeah.
You're good. You're a good parent, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they taught me just plain and simple that the reason the way they never stopped. You know what I mean? Like when the check came, the big such and such came, that they could have wiped. You know what I mean? Could have. Yeah, all right, peace out. You know. And you know, you saw and being in New Orleans, we saw certain stories, certain people did get that bag, and y'all never heard of them. You know what I mean? Because they ain't do what they're supposed to do. You know what I mean? So just watching them and watching the way they did that, and then again, it's a New Orleans thing. Watching the way P, it was like, look at P.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like, and P had like a zillion artists.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because you're not gonna come over here and I'm not gonna put you out and give you the same shine. Your album gonna look like everybody else's album cover, just showing you that we're gonna put the same effort to it. You know what I mean? And Slim and them was the same way. You know what I mean? So, and that's where I get it from.
And bro, you put out so much music. Bro, is something wrong with your memory, or
Yeah.
I can't remember all your
I
songs?
can't remember
Something
shit
wrong
at
with your
all.
memory?
Yeah. I'm so glad. I got when I get asked this question, he's never here.
Who?
They got one person that love me to death that hate That's the one thing he hate about me. Fucking hated. Terry. He would vouch. T, do I have a bad memory? The word, I mean, that man would be like, Tune, you really don't remember meeting Michael Jackson? You really don't remember stepping on Michael Jackson told me he was doing the moonwalk over? No, I don't. But it'd be thin. You know what I mean? To be real shit like that. Like, nah, I don't. He was like, Tune. And he'd go. It'd be me stepping on Michael Jackson.
You had to be drinking or something.
Nah, I don't drink.
You had to be doing something.
I smoke.
You had to be smoking something, not to remember stepping on Michael Jackson.
I ain't stepping on Michael Jackson. I was just joking.
I'm just playing like,
that was an analogy.
No, I'm saying like,
I have a horrible. I say it's a gift and a curse. That's what I say. I say, bless me with. I'm gonna bless you with all these amazing moments in life. You ain't gonna remember too many of them, no day. Yeah, you ain't gonna remember too many of them.
You know,
so
man,
enjoy it when they happen.
It's late, bro. Like what I said in the beginning of the show, man, like I truly mean, a few nights ago, we were asked, name your top 5 rappers. First one I was like, Weezy. And to me, man, you know, when you said it, you know, they took away the teams, and at that time, that was all we had to represent us. Mm-hmm. And when you were representing us at that time, we couldn't have been more proud.
I appreciate it.
And to continue to watch you grow, and now to see so many other people in the world recognize how great you are, how amazing you've been, and the longevity that you've had in this game and the human you've become, man. I am for sure proud that I'm from Louisiana. I'm proud I'm from the West Bank of New Orleans, man. And to be a part of that legacy in any way is an honor, man. Thank you for joining us on The Pivot, bro.
I appreciate
My
it.
dog. Yes, sir.
Oh, look, bro, I'm gonna get some gator shit.
Right.
What size you wear?
Huh?
No, that boy don't want no gator stuff.
Hold up, limitless, niggas to me got pinning it. I fought the head to witness it. Got my people feeling militant. Way I'm feeling got me up. On the mission got me up. Knowing me, I got the key. Only vision I can trust. Limitless, niggas to me got pinning it. I fought the head to witness it. Got my people feeling militant. Way I'm feeling got me up.